Hey, what's up, guys? So yes, J-Wink is back with a review for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D, episode 14, season 3, Watchdogs. So yes, Watchdogs I thought was an interesting premise. Last week when I saw the preview, I was like, "Ooh, this is very intriguing." Well, not last week, but when I watched episode 13, I was like, "Ooh, this is very intriguing." A radical group, kind of trying to take down, well, that's trying to send a message to take down for the Inhumans to kind of, get out. So, that was very, very cool and a very interesting premise, and I'd say we're kind of starting to get towards the Civil War kind of thing, because definitely in this episode, I really think a lot of Civil War aspects came up, kind of in a way, because these guys are trying to, get rid of, or trying, the Inhumans, because they don't want them here, because and they're bringing up the Avengers, they're bringing up the Chitauri, they're bringing up Sokovia, and they bring that up a lot in this episode, and I'm really glad they do, because they really connect to this universe, and it really does build up, a lot, because it's good to hear them reference them. It's good to hear these Marvel TV shows reference them, and it's good to hear the Netflix TV shows reference them, because it's very helpful. The only show that I have an excuse that has an excuse is Agent Carter, because that can't really reference much because it's in the past. But it was a very, very excellent episode. I'm just gonna say right off the bat, 5 out of 5 winks. Man, was I blown away. So it kind of, the one thing I was really glad about was kind of the chemistry between Mac and his brother. Now, there are probably going to be some people out there who think Mac's brother's kind of whiny, but I think that Mac's brother was in the right area. Well, they're both called Mac, I guess. Alfie and Mac, but Mac and his brother definitely well, I think this is a good example. I think this episode was an excellent example as to how you joining S.H.I.E.L.D will break your family apart, because, he really, Mac, when he's really having to be with his brother and trying to help his family out, he can't do as much because, he has so many issues going on, he has S.H.I.E.L.D going on, he has, all this different thing, all these crises that he can't be with his family, and it's, sucks for him, because then he, it shows like, oh yeah, he doesn't care, why should we care about him, if he doesn't care, and blah 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 blah. And it is like, it shows that, and I'm glad that they show that. This is the one, Mac is the one character that they have shown that actually happened to, because none of the other characters, we haven't really seen anybody else's, parents or anything like that. So, or siblings. So I was gonna say Fitz, but Mac and his brother, I really did like that relationship, because it really showed how S.H.I.E.L.D can screw you up your life, your actual life, and well, kind of like how Hunter said it in season 2. He was like, S.H.I.E.L.D's not a life; it's just a job. It kind of is a life. If it screws you, it'll screw your life up. So, and I kind of it kind of goes back to that. It's just like, wow, And I thought throughout the episode, spoiler alert, that well, I guess not a spoiler alert, but that Mac's brother would have been a watchdog. I thought that would have been pretty cool to see, him be actually a watchdog, and then, but then at the end of the episode, we wouldn't have had that awesome battle. Now, seriously, that battle at the end was pretty badass. You guys had to admit. When Mac just shot them guys up, and then just like, he gets shot, he grabs that meat cleaver, and just it gets the guy in the back, and he duct tapes it. I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna do it, because I would have thought, when he would have got the shotgun, he was like, do you have an axe? And I thought, oh, that would have been so cool if he would have just been like, do you have an axe? And but then I really think they gave us that fan service right at the end of the episode, because Mac, I thought, was the most badass thing that Mac has done in the show. Really was that epic axe fight against I kind of forget his name now. It was against the teleporter dude, Gordon. Gordon. That was so epic, and it was just so cool to see Mac wield that kind of thing. It was awesome. It was cool to definitely see him use that shotgun meat cleaver, the shotgun knife. Oh my god, I thought it was that was pretty badass. You guys gotta admit. But yeah. So that was kind of a big part of the episode. But the Watchdogs, were they effective? I really do think that was a big and good part about the episode. And they are ran. The whole organization is run by Agent Blake. If you remember him from season 1, he was an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. and he got his back broken by Mike Peterson or Deathlock. And we saw that happen, and he's paralyzed from that now. And we see at the end of the episode, he wants to put the Inhumans down for good, and he's got a nuke, to blow them all up. And I'm sure what Malik has up his hands is that once they take care of because I think it's like all bad guys. Once they take care of the guys that are in there, the guys that help them, they're gonna take the guys, because they're the weak link. So they're gonna take out the Watchdogs if they take down S.H.I.E.L.D. But they won't do that. Come on, guys. So yeah, definitely is very cool to see that. It was also very fun and entertaining to see Coulson and what's his name, Lincoln have that dynamic of Lincoln having to not rely on so much anger, but to calm down. It was kind of like a Hulk scenario sort of thing. Like he needed to take a breather, and and that's why Coulson wants him on this team, because he has these powers, but he's unbalanced. So they really needed to kind of focus, and he needed to simmer down and control himself a little bit. So I thought that was pretty cool. It was a good arc to see, because in the beginning, at the beginning of the season, when he came, he was kind of just like, I don't want to join, but he did join, and then he was kind of being this arrogant asshole, who wouldn't follow the rules and everything, and he was unbalanced. But now he's kind of became a little bit more like, he's became a little bit more balanced. And I think definitely in the next few episodes, he will kind of, the next 8 episodes, he will kind of mature a little bit more, and it'll be cool to see. So yeah, and then it was very fun and very entertaining to see, the Sky and Fitz thing, to get that shit off his neck. I thought that was pretty good and really smart, because it was just like, whoa, this thing blew up a building. Imagine what it would, imploded a building. Imagine what it would do to Fitz. That thing would just, boom, Fitz would be all over the walls. But it was definitely good to see that that they worked together well and they saved Fitz. But I think that's about it about the episode. I don't really want to say any more. Definitely you guys should check this one out. I really thought it was very well done. Next week's episode looks like it's gonna be pretty cool, even though I don't think that they're going to start. I think the first fight with Ward that Daisy will do is going to be next week's episode. She will lose the fight. She will get probably injured, and then she will, throughout the rest of the episode, she will be training or getting the rest of the Inhumans to get together, and then they will take him down in the season finale. That's my guess, and that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. But yeah, guys, that's about it. And I'm Jay Wink, and I'm winking out, and I'll see you guys later.